All right, what's up, my good people? I think this time around we have audio, and like I said, these are the PUBG Mobile Africa Sub-Saharan Clash games for the qualifiers, and this is Group A. And if you have seen the roster for Group A, you know the teams that are participating in Group A are not easy teams to go against. I mean, Fallen Ruthless is a new lineup in the Kenya community where we have Wankus, we have Shakid, we have all these good players coming from all these regions just to participate and challenge each other when it comes to the SSA after playing KPL games in the Kenya community. Let's try and see if that net is going to balance out. It seems like it's going a little bit too high than expected. I hope it's not affecting the players and it's only my internet that is bad. But anyway, as you can see, most of the teams are already in. It seems like we have already lost one of the teams. That is Team 17, where we have lost A3G. They have been already knocked, casted, eliminated. A little bit too early in the game, if you ask me. But I mean, that is part of the tournament. And these are things that happen. So, of course, if your team is in the losing side as the qualifiers begin, do not worry about it. Qualifiers are going to be running for 4 days. So, each group will play a total of 8 matches for the qualifiers. So, we'll wait and see how the teams actually perform, and may the best team actually win. But then, so far, so good. I actually forgot to share this live stream, but don't worry, we'll share that in a few. But Team 20. We have Team 20 there and Team 8, Ines Neapoliana. Interesting play there from Slime. He's just waiting for someone to get closer there from Team 20. I mean, Black has to be careful. If Slime does it well, he can actually get that knock. Come on, Slime, you can do it. He actually does it, and the first player there from Team 20 goes down. The other one is still waiting there, and unfortunately, he has been taken back to lobby. I guess I'll have to switch my net, because I'm lagging. Why is it lagging? Okay, just give me 1 minute. I put BRB by internet and come back. I'm here, actually. Okay, so it seems like the internet there is good. So let's go ahead and see what this game has for us. I'm hoping no fight happens here, because I want to share this live stream to the players from Group A before they can ask where their live stream is. Okay, but anyway, guys, if you're here in the live stream, tell me about your thoughts for SSA. Which region do you think is going to dominate when it comes to SSA and overall performance? Is it going to be South Africa? We're going to be seeing Kenya, Nigeria. We have Botswana. Is it going to be Mauritius? Is it Mauritania? I mean, we have at least, I think all the regions have been represented, because we have South Sudan, we have Tanzania, we have Uganda. We have all these regions participating, and let me tell you something. It's not easy. If you're playing against the best of the best teams in Africa, then of course you have to expect that the game is going to be a little bit heavy for you. And if you're not prepared, then Habibi, you're going to be having a very hard time trying to adjust when it comes to sub-Saharan games. But then so far so good. Most of the teams are trying to play it safe. I mean, if I can be honest, if it were me playing and I'm seeing all the best teams in Africa, I'm not gonna lie, it's going to be a very tough time here for me. But of course, that's something that most of the people are just comfortable with. Again, I do understand the live got mixed up in the middle, but at least we're back. What? There is no game sound? No, there is game sound. There should be game sound. Let me just share. Let me share this with the players so that so that they can watch themselves. I'm sure no fight will be happening for now, but most of the teams, you can see them going towards that southern side of the map. I don't think they're comfortable taking on any early fight. But of course, some teams have already been eliminated along the way. I don't think it was part of the IGL's plan or anyone's plan to, you know, go back to lobby this early. But of course, sometimes it happens and you end up losing a little bit too early in the game. I mean, it is just once in a lifetime opportunity for the qualifiers. After the qualifiers are done, you'll have the wild card. If your team lands in the 7th or 8th place position, then you'll have the wild cards. Without that, then there's nothing else you can do for your team. That's just it. So of course, most of the teams are now trying to juggle that. Are we going to be in the top 6 teams and make it to the group stage directly? Or are we going to be in the 7th and 8th place position, where we have to now fight for a position back into the race, because only 4 teams will be advancing from the wild card games. But right now we have INHAIL Tempo there from Kenya, and they are also dominating so far. They have they have not really done that much. They have just maintained their position. They have tried to play it as safe as they can. Of course, it can affect you. Elimination points matter, placement points do matter. If you don't have elimination points, you don't have placement points, then there's nothing really you can show for it, because at the end of the day, you'll be struggling to try and catch up with teams that, for example, in the previous game, you had a team there getting 19 eliminations, not 19, sorry, 18 eliminations, and getting to go against them and try and defeat them in their own game. It's going to take you 18 eliminations to get to their position. All right, but of course, I'm not one to judge. I'm not as skillful. I'm just a caster. But I can say for a fact it is not easy playing here in the Sub-Saharan African Clash. The RJC, we can see an encounter. RJC Shiva goes down. Where's that fight? We have to go where RJC is. Shiva is down, and he'll be taken back to lobby. The fight still continues. The teammates are closing in, and of course, you have a driver there from C, taking the player back to lobby. Baby, a beautiful cover. He does get eliminated. Shakid getting closer. What was that? Rage, a kid reinforced. Rage coming from Baby, but Shakid is still surviving, trying to focus on the thirst, but he actually got it, and Shakid was able to take one of the players from RJC. Actually, no, he was not. Kuza is still here. Oh, okay, I see. But there, the fight there, RJC, Fallen Ruthless, I told you, is a new lineup for the Pubg Mobile Kenya community. They're trying to adjust. They're trying to, you know, understand what they need to do as a team. I mean, we're a new lineup then. There's game sound, right? Okay, wait. All good. Thank you for confirming. I'd like to share now. I don't know what is happening here. Just let me see. Seems like there will be a rehost, but I'm not sure which map. But we'll see. But so far, RGC, they're chilling, very happy with the 4 eliminations. It's not an easy thing to bag a little bit too early in the game. Most of the teams are not even well organized just yet. They're trying to understand their rotations. They're trying to figure out what they want to do. They don't know what really is their plan. Are we going to, you know, engage in these early fights? Are we going to wait a little bit longer? That's something most of the teams are putting in their mind. Gonna have to fix this. I'm trying to share the live because most of the Group A teams need to, you know, see the live. Okay, good. So far, I can attest. Group A is not an easy group to go against. I mean, 13 teams still remaining. You can see the rotations everyone is trying to do. I mean, Slime 4KT is all the way outside that zone. They don't even want to be in the middle of anything, even a single fight. They do not want anything to do with the fight here, but it seems like RJC getting onto another fight, and they have gotten Baby there, been taken down. RJC trying to smoke up his place here. Seems like GUF is giving them a hard time. Beautiful cover from Kuza, and he gets good damage on Kanha. He is very much low, and Kuza immediately does trying to go in for that push. He needs to get this done immediately before Baby is dusted, before GUF decides that they want to take on these players. You have BLR there as well. They're taking on a fight where they are, and they seem to be trying to make their way into that safe zone. Team Unique as well, we have seen in that kill feed, they have some of their teammates being knocked, and of course they're going to try and go in for that push. They have a fight there against RRAGE ESPORTS, winners of game 1. Slazy playing it safe, Pubg trying to get the cover fires, but then Team Unique is also closing in on them there. We can see them getting closer. They want to do something, they want to take on RRAGE ESPORTS. Pubg needs to get the cover working, otherwise Slazy is very much low. Team players from Team Unique, they want to get the damage, they want the fight to continue, but it's not going to be an easy one, because as you can see, their Team Unique is maintaining their positions, but Kaish, a grenade in his hand. If it goes well, it's going to be a Kobe, but not this time round. Pubg is still standing, Slazy is still standing, Melio very much low, and they need to find a way of surviving throughout this fight. A lot of players are being put in the middle of this action. They're going to be exposed to people making their way into that safe zone. I mean, RJC is on the other side of the bridge, and if they finish that fight, chances for them getting here is actually really high. Nades are still coming in hot there from the players from Team Unique and RRAGE ESPORTS, but no one is getting knocked just yet. We might just be having some third parties there. Team 19, that is Nez, they are also playing it a little bit safe. I'm not sure about Slime and GUF here. They've been maintaining their positions. GUF is still waiting on RJC. Slime 4KT made their rotations around the blue zone, and they actually made it into the safe zone. So yes, some action is about to take place here, and someone is about to be eliminated, or someone is about to go home happy with a little bit more eliminations to their name. But let's just make our rotations. Let's see what people are up to. RRAGE ESPORTS have been third partied. I called it. Team Unique and RRAGE ESPORTS taking each other on. Beautiful DBS from Pubg, and if it goes well, he'll be taking another player from Team Unique back to lobby. Kaish, last player standing. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get a clutch here, but let's see what Kaish is up to. Players there from RRAGE ESPORTS, they want to give him the pressure. Kaish, a UMP in his hand, is trying to think on his feet. He doesn't know what to do now. They're third parties, and he goes immediately into Pubg's shotgun, and Kaish goes back to lobby. Honestly, that must have been painful there. That must have been painful. But let's go back to where RJC is. Left them trying to make their way into that safe zone. They're making their rotations. I'm not sure if they'll be able to cross just yet. We saw RC taking on a team. We can see they're still gatekeeping a team there. We have AET also making the rotations into the zone. T goes down, and now it's going to be up to his teammates. Two of them remain standing. Denver and the teammates Osers, they are the only people standing from their team. They need to make it into that safe zone. RC are making the rotations into the zone, but they're still gatekeeping. They're still scouting. 3 eliminations to their name. Remember, these are the qualifiers, and only top 6 teams advance directly to the group stage. Beautiful spray there from Rusciano, and that means he has at least a chance of going in for that pressure. Playing in that blue zone, I am not sure it's the best thing for Rusciano right now, but as you can see, he's still confident with that rotation. He's still playing by the edge. He's waiting for AET. He wants to get some space towards them. He wants to take them down. A team has been sandwiched. Mahiri and his teammates have been spotted. No, it's not good, going good there for Team DF. But let's see what their plan is going to be there. They're trying to heal up. They're trying to smoke up the place here just to be as safe as they can. And Fedro, a very dangerous rotation, will be finding its way where we have ours, that is DF, and RC is still closing in there. The vehicles are passing by. The damage from the zone is getting Mahiri's teammates quite low. They need to go. They need to make it into that safe zone. But RC, they are gatekeeping a lot, and Fedro does get spotted. Nah, RC had the chance. They should have gone back to lobby. Beautiful cover from Rusciano, but RC has to get the revive or just make it into the safe zone. But as you can see, Junior, he needs to confirm that elimination. He has to be careful. Do not be too greedy. Someone will actually take you down if you get too greedy. And you have the RC players just watching. I don't know why Kante, N'Golo Kante decided not to engage at all. He just watched as the team was dusted, but he finally decides that he's going to RRAGE, and beautiful sprays goes towards them. And of course, they will be trying to take this team back to lobby. Not an easy fight, never an easy thing in any game to try and survive against the best of the best in Africa. This is actually intense, I'm not gonna lie. It's not easy, goddamn. But you have RJC, they're taking on GUF. And as the zone is closing, RC and the team that is DF have been gatekeeping each other. But unfortunately, it is only RC that is going to be surviving. And DF will be going back to lobby. Let's make our rotations because now ESPORTS almost got a chicken dinner in game 1. But the zone did not favor them. The numbers were not good for them. And they lost that game to Rage Esports. Now ESPORTS, we have Nomi. They are also being spotted. Beautifully sprayed. They are from Flying Esports. They are third party in quite well. And they want to continue with the third parties, but now they have to focus with that zone. ESPORTS, on the other hand, one player remains standing. That is Rosemary. I don't know if Rosemary is going to be able to survive again alone. Last game there, we had Wheezy as the only person standing from ESPORTS, had to take on the last fight alone. But now the tables have actually turned, and it is time for Rosemary. I hope he gave himself that name because of that one esports player, and I hope his skills are the same as him. Then BLR, they're spotting Slime Esports. What have you done? Beautiful reflex. And they'll be taking the player down. BLR, there another player that is Simo. He cancels the players right in front of him. The sprays coming from Slime Esports. The biters are giving you cover, and that is an amazing comeback there from Slime Esports. Beautifully done, beautifully played, and Slime Esports will be surviving. Not Slime Esports, Slime 4KT. Slime 4KT will be surviving in that game. Well, right now we have the players from team 19, that is NE. They're also trying to find their footing here, sporting Slime Esports. They're probably going to be getting some sprays connecting where they are. But of course, it's not going to be an easy one. I've seen that they have a team right behind them that is RC. RRAGE Esports is also there. Most of the teams are already here. 7 teams remaining. The zone is getting smaller. We might just be getting a lot of third-party fights. Most of the teams are in that safe zone. But a team like Slime, 4KT, WLD, I don't know if it's Wild, they're all not in that safe zone. They need to make their way into that safe zone. But RJC creeping in. 8 eliminations to their name. 8 eliminations. 8! Ha! I don't know about you, but 8 eliminations? That's good. That's gonna be a heavy one there. I mean, you have to find your footing. You have to make it to where they are. You have to get 8 eliminations, get the placement points, get something working for you to be able to be in the same level as RJC. But then the zone is actually closing in. We need to see where the teams are going to be going. But for now, most of the teams are just playing it safe. 7 teams remaining, and most of them are playing it slow. But Slime Esports, Slime 4KT, I'm sorry about that. A grenade there coming from Joke, and he gets at least 1 player down from NE. They're still giving him the pressure. Another one is there, very quite low, and that is Zer. Just waiting for the players from Slime and Eslof getting it. He can't be a little lethal. He does take 2 players with him, but the third party coming from RC, supporting them, and they get to stop NE from doing something very dangerous. But then luckily, they have 1 player that is Zyro as the standing man who will be giving them that last elimination on Slime 4KT, taking them back to lobby. Now RC Esports still maintaining their footing. They do not want to change their location. WLD, they're sporting the players from RJC is down. Baby needs to get some sprays happening here. They need to make it into that safe zone as well. And as you can see, we have a team, they're gatekeeping, and they're doing some housekeeping, making sure no one can enter their compound without knocking fast. And that means RJC needs to think this through. RRAGE Esports still holding the same compound that almost gave them the chance for a chicken dinner. But let's see what's happening here. We have third parties, and NE will be going back to lobby on the WLD's shotgun play here. But now 5 teams remain standing. I don't know if we're going to be seeing a new team getting a chicken dinner. RRAGE Esports, fast game chicken dinner. Baby aggressively going in for that push. It's going to be a heavy one. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a heavy one right now. But of course, RRAGE Esports maintaining their positions. WLD, RC are supporting them as they trying to make their way into the safe zone. Rolex, last man standing. The zone is not your friend. If anything, it is your greatest enemy in any tournament. But Rolex, GG's to you. Now you have 3 teams still standing. That will be RC. Esports, the solo is still standing. Ooh, Rosemary. I think it's the name, guys. It's the name. We have to give it to them there. The name actually is probably working and giving him something to look forward to, you know. But then so far, we are yet to see the best of the best teams play as the best of their ability. We are not yet we're not really getting to see what did that Nate just bounce back to him. Rosemary, they're trying to cook up a grenade. Baby is right beneath him, very much low. He doesn't have enough utilities. 1 bandage, 1 painkiller. You can see the nades still coming in. No, Rosemary's grenades are good. He knows what he's doing. He's bouncing it back and forth, just trying to hope that it actually gets Baby. Last player there from RGC, but then the smokes are actually giving him the cover. Yup. Baby, what happened? Did Baby just Kobe himself? And that gave Rosemary a chance to survive in that game. And RC, as you can see, the zone is actually closing in, and RC having the numbers. RRAGE Esports smoking their way towards RC right now. They have been spotted at least because and Shark is lazy, very much low, but he still goes in for that. He switches the shotgun, and RC will be stopping him as he tries to get the chicken dinner. Last player there, Rosemary, did not stand a chance, and just like that, it has been done and dusted. Well, that's it for game 2. Well played from RC. They got themselves a chicken dinner and 14 eliminations to back up at that chicken dinner. Second, we have Esports, 0 eliminations. Third, we have RRAGE Esports with 5 eliminations. Fourth, we have RJC with 8 eliminations. 5, we have WLD 5. 6, we have NE with 6. 7, we have Slime 4KT 5. 8, you have BLR 3. 9, you have GUF 0. 10, you have DF 3. 11, you have AET 0. 12, Team Unique 3. 13, INHAIL Tempo 0. 14, FR 2. 15, VS 0. And 16, A3 with 0 eliminations. Going a lot with 8 elims, we have RC Rashiano. Best companion 3 rescues, you have NE 0, and then finish up with the final elimination, we have Rashi Ano. Well, that is it for game number 2. I mean, it's absolute cinema, and we're just getting started. For now, let's take a quick break, and then we'll be right back to see what game 3 and 4 have in store for us in Group A. BRB. All right, so we are back and it is game 3 of the night in the SSA Clash Qualifiers, that is Sub-Saharan Africa Clash Qualifiers. This is day 1. For the people asking how long the qualifiers are, they're exactly 4 days, and I'll be explaining to you how that works. But for now, let's see what Shiro is up to. Because it seems like they're taking on a fight a little bit too early here. I mean, Atlas and the teammates have proven time and time again that they can actually work under pressure. So KN should be careful. I think that is Kinshasa. I am so sorry, guys. I have tried to say the name so much, but it's not them. I think KN right now is, if I'm not wrong, Night Esports, and they are actually also really giving their best when it comes to these games. They have been performing quite good. They have been dominating for a while. So let's see if that's something that will be recurrent on. RJC there seems to have eliminated a team a little bit early here. That is Fallen Ruthless. And RJC has also lost to one of their players. That is RJC Kuza. Has been knocked and thirsted a little bit too early in the game. Yes. And we are yet to see what more comes from RJC and Fallen Ruthless. Zaba, they are trying to go in for that push. Let's see what Zaba is actually up to, because RJC is also giving this player some pressure. A shotgun and an Uzi, quite an interesting gun combination. They're coming from Zaber. We have FR Effect also trying to clock in. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to, take on RJC without getting some casualties along the way for FR. But let's see what their plan is. You have one Kiz and the teammate Shakid chilling in the lobby. So Zabar, what is your plan? We have Wild Esports and Knights taking each other on already. Slime 4KT and GUF also are engaging, and we need to go there because these two teams are kind of thinking who needs to take who on, and no one is pushing. It seems like GUF there will not be seeing anything, but for now, Shiva is so patient. He's just waiting behind that wreckage, and as you can see, it's going to be a very, very interesting turn if someone goes in for that push and they don't know that Shiva is chilling there waiting for you to make that one mistake. So before the teams decide what to do, let me explain to you how the qualifiers are working. So for the qualifiers, we have actually 8 matches to be played. Each group will play 8 matches, but here's how it will be done. So for qualifiers, we have 4 days. So for today, actually there are other groups being played. Group B is playing, Group C is playing, Group A, B, C are playing right now, and Group D, E will be playing from 10. So these groups after today, they'll have played 4 matches, and then tomorrow we'll have Group F, G, H, I, J playing their 4 matches as well. Then the next day after that, these groups come back again and they play their next 4 matches. So when it's all done, they'll all play 8 matches in total for the qualifiers to move on to the next stage. Unfortunately, I could not stream all the rooms at once. Actually, there was not supposed to be a stream, but according to fan votes, they said they really wanted to see how the teams in Group A are going to be performing. I think most of the teams known to many people are in Group A. And it's going to be a good thing to see. Actually, Darwin, this is not production. I just offered to stream Group A. Production should start from group stage. That is when you should expect to see the live score and the player photos. For now, you'll just have to see this casual live stream. Just enjoy it with me. Interact in the comment section. You have any questions you need to know about the Sub-Saharan Africa Clash, I am here to tell you. And also big shout out to the 190 teams that showed up. The late registration, unfortunately, guys, we have tried our best to look for a slot for you guys, but it is looking impossible. So I will see how we'll do for these late registrations. But for now, GUF Esports are taking on a fight, and UAE have been spotted. Beautiful play from Radiant, and it actually does get a knock here on a UAE 1. Inspector being the only person standing with his teammate Ayan, and they are just trying to find their rotation. Beautifully done here. Ayan will be coming in from the back. What a surprise push here from GUF. But it depends. If they're able to hear Ayan on time, Ayan will not be able to take them back to the lobby, but let's see how this plays out. So GUF is trying to get a revive, tries to confirm the elimination. He does, or she, I'm not sure. But of course, the UAE team will be going back to lobby because Kanha was able to save his teammate. Now with the zone shifting, we are in that first phase of the zone, moving on to that second phase of the zone. We are expecting some good fights. We're expecting to see teams clashing and, you know, engaging. If this is how the qualifiers look like, guys, imagine what group stage, semi-finale, and now the finals will look like, because everyone here is actually practicing for the PMNC. So right now, RC, they have been able to sport GUF Esports. One of the players is down, of course, taken back to lobby. RC were able to get a chicken dinner, and they did a very good jump in terms of the overall ranking. So that will be an interesting thing to see at the end of the day, how these teams actually perform. But then Rusciano, they're trying to go in for that push. The shot there will be their downfall. And Rusciano is cooking up a grenade. The play immediately goes down. But I mean, you have people watching from the hill. The nade follows him outside. Doesn't really get him down. But he's going, does get knocked there by that. Rusciano, they can't go for that. Rusciano goes down. But Kanha will not be surviving because of the pressure from the teammates in RC. As they do that, A3, third party in the fight, they're watching this, they want to join, they need the eliminations, they need everything to survive, to be in the top 6 teams. Come on, John, pressure. Sorry for speaking, I forgot his international lobby, but I mean, also there from RGC, the teams have eliminated the last player there. What is Shiva? Who made Shiva angry? Why is he spraying on that crate there for effect? But I mean, there's still time to catch up, you know. This is the second game. No, we are actually in the third game, my good friends. Third game of the night. People are just locking in. I mean, I don't think I've seen people lock in for like this in a very long time. But I mean, I love it. I need to see it. So Team Unique, we have a Toxic, is it Schubert? Bro, how am I supposed to say this name? Hey, I need some advice, eh? But then Team Unique, they're trying to go in for that push. VSX, a nice nade being cooked up. If it goes well, it's going to be a Kobe. And we'll be talking about the nade for a while. But we have sprays there coming from the side. That's going to be Schubert getting that knock on Marker. The teammate here, that is Black, he's trying also to do something. But I mean, Nesta with a shotgun. Beautiful pre-fires. I mean, they look on point. I'm not going to lie. Black there does get the first player knocked. Tries to get the fast, but then doesn't really work. Also getting pushed there. The does get some good sprays, but doesn't really get any damage happening. Next, the last player standing. Look at the sprays from every single side. And Team Unique will be taking the Team VSX back to lobby. Quite unfortunate, but it happens. It happens. That is something you should expect when it comes to qualifiers and you're playing against the best of the best teams in a tournament. Now, with the zone closing in, we are in that second phase, moving on into that third phase. And you have RRAGE Esports still maintaining the same structure, the same way we have seen them playing in Rondo, in Erangel. They avoid the fight, play a very slow rotation, then come in later, and now they take on that fight when they're ready. They're looted up, enough utilities, grenades, ammo. All they need to do is just engage. So I think that is working well for RRAGE Esports. I'm not going to lie. RRAGE Esports has been able to gather up some points for themselves. They have been able to get a chicken dinner. So chicken dinner for the first game, good stuff there. They have at least 10 placement points and some eliminations around. I think there were 8 as well. But I don't know if it's something that is going to be another thing that's going to get a chicken dinner. But I mean, Slime Kolu, he does get spotted, gets knocked off that buggy. And now it's going to be up to Joke to try and do something. Again, guys, I don't know how to say your names, and I'm going to try and land them before we move on to the next stages. But as you can see, Slime, 4KT there, they have been able to sport the team that is RC. A rotation on that side, and Wizard sporting Pedro. And they've been knocking and thrusting him by that single mag. He's N'Golo Kante goes down as well. RC right now is losing numbers 1 by 1. Shaki and Rusciano, last player standing. Wizard trying to get some sprays towards them. He's trying to get the players getting more knocks for his team, but then the knocks are not registering again because right now Shaki and Rusciano are focusing on that zone, and it's not that easy. It is not that easy. Now RRAGE Esports as well, we can see them basically avoiding still, but we have seen them scouting around. They're trying to see what's really happening around them. Slime, 4KT have been able to lose Kolu, and I don't know if they'll be able to engage more. But we have BLR taking on a fight. What? Is that a third party on Team Unique has done a third party on Slime? Oh, Slime Pocket, they are third party. The RCSL have been spotted by Team Unique. Beautiful sprays. Golo Kante is still down on his knees. And I think a team here has already been eliminated and taken back to lobby. Slime 4KT victims of third parties. That is I don't want to say anything, but that's victim of the third party incidences where the action is just too much for you to handle, and you just see people coming in from all sides. Everyone is spraying you, everyone is getting damaged. It's very, very, very painful to be in the middle of a third party. You see, when you see esports highlights, when you see this player takes off the headphones, drops them down and shouts at the opponent, I'm thinking that is how the player here is feeling. But then RC there, one of the teammates has been taken down. That's gonna be Sharky, and we can see some sprays coming towards them. Team Unique is still gatekeeping RC. We have seen this game before. RC did gatekeep DF, and now Team Unique is also gatekeeping RC from making it into that safe zone. They're keeping the pressure. They do not want them to move. Beautifully done there. The spray was perfection, and you can see the flank, and RC will be going back to lobby. Beautifully played there from Team Unique. We have to give them that. Now one player remains standing. Russia, no 5 eliminations. Notice that, but I think they can now focus on maybe a chicken dinner. They should now play a little bit slow. RC has been playing quite aggressive, farm those eliminations, but right now my advice will be for them slow. Team Unique sprayed. What? Rusciano actually got some damage, and he still wants to. Bro, Rusciano, rest. Someone should talk to Russian and tell him to rest a little bit, eh? He's really aggressive. The team is also very much aggressive, but you can see along the way here, they're losing numbers along the way there as they're trying to play aggressive here. But then RJC, not even RJC, RRAGE Esports finally taking on a fight. We have Pew Pew and his teammates. We have seen RRAGE Esports dominating before. This is not something new, okay? This is not something new. We have seen them dominating. We have seen them leading in tournaments. So this is something we expect from them. And INHAIL Tempo from Kenya, not an easy team to go against as well. I mean, INHAIL Tempo, when it came to the last KPL games that we have just finished, they are the team that won KPL. So anything that comes towards INHAIL Tempo right now is not new. They understand the pressure. They know the rotations. All they need to do is get that composure and understand. It's not easy. Eh? It's not easy. But then INHAIL Tempo, they're making the rotations. We have BLR right in front of them. Oh, someone is about to get cooked here. That is Black Rain Esports. The BLR are Black Rain Esports. We can see them right in front of them. We have seen them 14-5. Beautiful spray, but you are distracted. And Pubg, he does get good damage. Do not run away. Pubg, they're changing his position. Shouldn't have done that. I mean, right now, the player that is from BLR is very much low, trying to get the healing happening there. They had that knock, and Pubg is still focusing on the sprays. But as he does that, we have RJC, third party in the fight. INHAIL Tempo in the middle of the fight, and Pubg got exposed. He goes down. INHAIL Tempo starts to lose numbers. Now it's going to be up to 5, and the teammates Fike to figure out what next. AET, third party in the fight as well. Right now, we have 4 teams, same location. I mean, I don't know about you, but I mean, Miramar fighting open field and never the best thing to do. Right now, we still have 12 teams remaining. We're in the third phase of the zone. It is getting smaller. Most of the teams are now getting closer to each other. They want to get some eliminations and maybe get that together at some placement points. But it's not easy. You have to think it through. You have to figure out what next. But then so far so good. Their Wild Esports have already been eliminated as well. But as we have this team engaging and occupying this compound, the Black Rain team has to be very much careful. INHAIL Tempo is really close, and AET is also in the same place. Now I see why everyone wanted to watch Group A. Look at this pressure. INHAIL Tempo, AET, they're all in the same place. BLR, same place, and RJC Shiva is also in the same place. Pure cinema. Pure cinema. I don't know about you, but this is crazy. But then so far, We have the team that is team 14. They're being surrounded by the RJC. Shiva there was trying to cook up a grenade. I'm sure you can hear someone on the right side, just that you cannot see him. But of course, I'm sure he can give some directions to the team there. Light trying to get closer, and BLR will be pushed there. Light needs to cook up a grenade. He has to be careful of INHAIL tempo. Though, if that nade goes well, we'll be seeing the fast entry knock for RJC to go in for that push. Vipex, he doesn't want to expose himself. I mean, Light is very much open, but because Vipex doesn't want to expose his location, he will be letting the RJC team go in for that push, and see his grenade is a Kobe, and that means they will be going in for that push. Now, Vipex still maintaining his position, still playing it safe. He doesn't want people to know his location, so let's let him be. We're not going to expose his location as well. We're going to let him be. So now AT, we have TZ. He's making his rotation as well. You can see INHAIL tempo players, they're making their way to that push there. So he's doing the last part, standing beautifully done there. That's get PK. The second player down. And AET will be eliminating INHAIL tempo very, very fast. Rusciano seems to have been getting closer here as well, but he seems to have avoided that fight. Now RJC hearing that fight come to an end. They want to go in for that push C with an SOK. Has to be careful. Someone is waiting in there. He goes in with an SOK. And RJCC will be taking the last player from AET back to lobby. Now BLR Vipex there has been spotted as well. We can hear some sprays towards him, but they do not want to take him down just yet. They're maintaining that. They know he's there. They just want to be as safe as they can. Now SESports playing on Unique's hands right now. Two of their players have been taken back to lobby, Nomi and Rosemary. Two of them have been taken back to lobby, Zenos and Wheezy. Two of them remain standing again. For SESports, I think most of the time they're finding their way into fights, and they end up losing people along the way. Rage Esports finally crawling out of their caves, and now they're taking on a team that is Team Unique. Already one of the team that is Schubert is down, and Madman. We all know Madman. We have seen Madman more than once, and we know what he can do. So now Sherbert is probably trying to make it into that safe zone. He's not going to get revived, but Pew Pew is closing in. Pew Pew and Madman. Lazy on the right side, the amazing flank. And I mean, Madman will be in the middle of a very hot spray from the players from Rage Esports. Lazy gets knocked there by Madman. Come on, I told you about Madman. Now gets a fast player that is Lazy down, and he'll be waiting for someone to get closer. But that Kobe will be sending our brother back to lobby. Yo. It's never easy. It's never easy. Now, 7 teams remaining. Look at the zone. 7 teams remaining, but look at the zone. Look at the zone. The only team right now that is in that safe zone is RJC. Rusciano is playing it safe. Oh, Light is passing by. Rusciano has to be careful. The players there from RJC. Light cooking up a grenade. Rusciano exposing his location. And if that nade is actually good, we might just be seeing a Kobe. The nade goes in. Shiva goes where Russia's nade is. He gets a Kobe. And of course, Rusciano will be looking for that second grenade. Shiva is already down on his knees. Hey, Rusciano Kobe's himself. Oh, my days. But of course, he will be surviving that because he moved a little bit faster. Now we can see the players from RJC. The one's going for that push. It's just one man. But as you can see, Light and the teammate following the back-to-back. The next one is fired. He does miss the first shot, and Rusciano will be going back to lobby. Rusciano, well played there. I mean, he got that beautiful Kobe on Shiva. We have to give him that. But right now, all we can say is, well, better luck next time for RC. If they had the numbers, that grenade from Rusciano would have given them an easy win against RJC. But then so far, so good. They are Rage Esports trying to make their way into the zone. They have been spotted. Esports trying to get some actually third-party fight going on here. And you have DF also in the middle of a fight there. Junior knocked and Thursday. Esports taking on a fight here. A lot of shots have been missed. Yo, I tried to switch towards him and I was thrown away. I thought the fight was done. So Esports is actually getting the knock there. Another one goes down, but Rage Esports player Pubg will be saving them from that very, very sad fight. Now DF there, Mahiri is in the middle of the fight, cannot move. He's trying to smoke up his place here. He's trying to be as safe as he can. You have K on the right side. They are supporting DF. They're trying to get some damage towards them, but no one is getting knocked just yet. Now KN, they have the numbers, okay? They have the numbers. They can maybe try maneuver this and get a chicken dinner with those numbers. But it's not going to be as easy as it sounds. The numbers are there, but what is your position when it comes to rotations in the zone there? RJC also closing in, and Light has a grenade in his hand, looking for a Kobe. A fight is happening right in front of him. He's trying to confirm the knocks there, and Light will be going in for that push. The players from KN very much exposed. The smoke is actually fading out, and Light gets that ported by KN. We are now getting to see the intensity of Group A. Shiva trying to cook up grenades, trying to look for that Kobe. Shiro trying to go for that push. Shiva misses the shots there, and he goes down. I mean, the shotgun is always your downfall. One missed shot, and the next thing you'll be on your knees begging not to be thirsted. But right now, RJCC, last player standing, he will be going in for that push. KN has the number. Shiro is right in front of them. I don't know if C is going to be able to get this working. A grenade in his hand. Shiro has to be careful. The nade is beautiful, and a Kobe. 2 players on RJCC's grenade. Oh my goodness. Oh my days. But then KN tries to get the comeback there. The zone is very much damaging. C almost got him down, but I mean the zone took him as well. And now Sheen, last player standing from KN. And he goes back to lobby as well. Oh my days. This is not easy. This is not easy. Now Molly is there coming from Mahiri. He's trying to get RRAGE ESPORTS. Now RRAGE ESPORTS already got their first chicken dinner. They might be looking to get another one here, but it's not going to be an easy one. Mahiri is not just a player you go against without thinking it through. You have to be very careful. Mahiri understands the game. He knows the pressure that counts. But I mean, Melia and Pew Pew understand it as well. So that chicken dinner has to be something you have to earn your way through it. Now DF player Thorfinn, very much far from his teammate RRAGE ESPORTS, but from his teammate as RRAGE ESPORTS try going for that push. The flank will be beautiful if he's not spotted, but I mean they spot him and they want to get some space towards him. You have to be careful. Do not let Pew Pew see you, because that spray will be lethal. Now RRAGE ESPORTS, they want that chicken dinner. They're yearning, they're thinking about it, they want to dream about it, but they do not know how to go about it. They're Pew Pew working for that push. Mahiri getting pressured. Mahiri gets Melio down, and he gets Pew Pew as well. I said it, I called it. Mahiri understands the game, and he'll make sure to show everyone that he actually does it well. Wow. Yeah. Hey, this is I get it. Okay, hands down, I get why everyone was looking for Group A qualifiers. I understand. So now we have DF there, chicken dinner, well played. Mahiri bagging the 3 eliminations for their team. Good stuff. Second place you have RRAGE ESPORTS with a total of 11 eliminations. Crazy. Third you have KN with a total of how many eliminations do we have here? 8 eliminations. 4 we have RJC, 11 eliminations. 5 we have NE0, 6 you have SE Sports with 5, 7 you have RC with 5, 8 you have Team Unique, 9 you have BLR 2, 10 you have AT 3, 11 you have INHAIL Tempo 0, 12 you have WLD 0, 13 you have Slime 1, 14 you have A30, 15 VSX 1, 16 FR 1, 17 GUF 4, and then 18 UAE with 1. Going along to 7 eliminations, we have RJCC, Best Companion with 2 rescues. We have KN, this is Pedrin, okay. And then finish up with the final elimination, DF Mahiri. Well, that is it for game number 3. I mean, I love to see it. Let me see. Okay. So that is it for game 3. We have 1 more game to go, and then we'll be calling it a night. So if you have not yet liked the live stream, please make sure you hit that like button, hit the sub button as well, and share the live stream link so that we can enjoy these SSA games together. BRB.
Feeling
All right, so we are officially back for that last game of the night, and it is a Rangel, the most familiar map for all the players. So if you do not know how to play a Rangel by now, I don't know how you're going to be surviving in any tournament, because the Rangel is just the order of the day. You have to understand all the rocks, all the buildings, all the trees, so that you can know where and when to engage or where to hide in case someone is trying to, you know, take you down. But of course, the RRAGE Esports, this time around I've decided playing safe is probably for other people, but not for us. So RRAGE Esports already taking on an early fight. One elimination to their name, a little bit early if you ask me, but for SC Sports, they should probably run for their lives and avoid this fight as much as they can. Now remember, this is the last game for Group A. I hope they have farmed as many eliminations as possible, because if they have not, then my friend, I think my friendos, there's nothing I can tell you but GG's and better luck next week. But of course, like I said, we're just having this start, and then tomorrow we'll be having the other 5 groups. After that, these same groups can come back again to engage in more fights. And guess who just joined the party? A fallen Ruthless player, Blade. We all know Blade. We've seen him, we've heard him, we know him for MVP, a lot of MVP titles in Africa. If we can talk about people who get MVP titles in Africa, guys, we have to list them. Madman, always on the MVP list. Shiva, always on that MVP list. Blade, always there. I think once, let me see who's been there as well. Demonic, where did Demonic go to? Is he still playing? Who else also gets that MVP title? Let me see. A lot of people get MVP. You can tell me in the comment section who are those people that keep on being repeat MVPs. Quilla also gets repeat MVPs. What's his name? I don't know where he went to as well. I'm gonna remember his name. From 10-11 player. I'm gonna remember his name. I can't remember. I can see his face but not the name. Oh my days. So DF, we have DF, I mean the chicken dinner they got from game 3 might have just boosted their confidence. They're already taking on an early fight, but Amin is already down on his knees, and that means that team 17 already started taking back to lobby. So GG is there, and Junior making his way to where his teammate has just been eliminated. Trigger trying to get the revive. The player he's actually very much low. If he can go in for that push, Junior can get a knock for his team. Yeah, they're a bit distracted. We have a second knock there from DF. The one revive player is just running around, standing. Beautifully played there from Trigger, and of course we're taking him back to lobby before the teammate from DF makes his way to save that team. It's not easy. It's not easy, eh? I can promise you it's not easy. Playing in an esports setting, it's not easy. But you know what? Like I keep on saying, SSA is that ground where you can train to become the best of the best. Let me see. Okay, sorry about the break. But then you have team 15. We have BLR. They're also taking their time there. I think I don't know which. Hey, RGC is taking on an early. Kuza, what's happening from the first game till now? Kuza has been the entry knock for RJC. What's happening? But of course, as soon as GUF was able to get that knock, you can see MP5 trying to go. Wow! Yeah, he was like, no brother, go back to where you came from. And now of course they will be able to get their revive on their knocked teammate, that is RJC Kuza. GUF Esports on the other hand, they seem to be not engaging in that fight anymore. All roads are leading away from RJC. Yeah, they're like, nah, not today guys. They just avoided that fight as much as they can. RJC Kuza is still holding his stomach. And we have a team, UAE, is also closing in on them. They're getting closer to where they are. They're probably looking for that opportunity to try and get maybe a fight here. But UAE Aliyah seems not to be in the mood for any fight. Danny Boy waiting on RJC. You can see Shiva there trying to scout out the place. Hadibi is like, okay, let's just wing it. Let's just wing it. Because right now, RJC is going towards another team. Wait, how is everyone on that northern side? Because right now, we also have INHAIL Tempo. Basically, where we have RJC, they're trying to get some sprays towards them. C and Shiva have decided, let's take it. Let's take this fight. Let's take them on. Let's do what you gotta do. Now Shiva has to be very much careful. You can see INHAIL Tempo player 5 is playing it safe there. Fike and the teammates are not that close. East is also closing in there. Actually a good thing. INHAIL Tempo player Pubg, excuse me, is not as close as they'd want him to be. But of course, we'll be seeing if there's anything that will be happening here. But then so far, most of the teams are not really taking any early fights, apart from RJC deciding to crash into Vernie. So we'll let them decide whether they want to fight there or not. We have RC, also not that far off. They're just leaving farm. They're making their way into that zone a little bit slow. We have the Knights all the way in Primosk. Knights, what are we doing in Primosk? The zone is closing in. The damage, that drive will be the longest drive they've ever done in their life. So I hope they're thinking about that drive, because nah. So UAE will win this. Oh yes, Amar, that's the name I was thinking about, guys. Oh, Ecstasy, Amar, Pew Pew as well. So you guys know the universal MVPs, but that's not. Oh, Bego, I was talking about Bego. Where did Bego go to? Bego has also got an MVP title from once in a while, not once in a while, but consistently. Oh shoot. Eh. Guys, if the live kicks me out, we're done for. If it kicks me out, we're done for. Okay, you're back. Sorry about that. But of course, you're back with a bang, and we want to see how the teams are going to be performing. My Wi-Fi has very bad. It's very bad. So let me mute myself and switch nets. I cannot mute myself. Shiva does get spotted there. Of course, he's taken down. We have Light trying to get some mollies towards East there just to stop them from getting the Thurston Shiva. They have to be really careful though. Grenades are coming in quite quick from the INHAIL Tempo team. And Light is trying to get as much cover as possible for his team as C gets that revive on Shiva. Now, here's the thing. If one grenade is hooked up well, listen, just listen. INHAIL Tempo can take out RJC by just one grenade. Look at where Shiva is right now and see one grenade would have done the deed. Light, they are getting good fire. INHAIL Tempo player is. Let's get good free fire. Folks, they are coming from the back. Let's get the freeze out towards Light as well. A lot of happening. This is very much low. He goes down. RJC will be taking him back to lobby with that knock. Now, INHAIL Tempo, they had the upper hand. Pubg, got the damage on them, but he wasn't able to get that knock just yet. Kuza, on the other hand, Kuza is chilling, man. Kuza is just like, nah, this fight not today, not right now, maybe later. But I mean, if that's a plan for Kuza, then why not? Seems like VXX there have been spotted by BLR, taken back to lobby a little bit early. I think most of the teams right now are engaging in those early fights. I don't know why. It is the last game for the qualifiers in for Group A Day 1. They have more qualifiers after tomorrow, so they have to really farm as many points as possible. Just to tell you how it works. So if after day 1, oh, let's go. We have a push the RJC taking on that fight. We can. Ooh, whose spray was that? Look at Shiva's HP. Now Fike is getting pushed there. He's waiting by the stairs. I mean, an AK in his hand. One of the best ARs in the game. They've done well, beautifully done. Does get good sprays on RJC. Fike very much patient with that fight here. He doesn't want to go in for that push. RJC is trying to get closer. C watching by the staircase. He's trying to see how he can go about it. Fike is not letting him go in. He's like, you cannot go up the staircase without me getting at least some damage or even a knock on the plus mark. He's going in. He goes down. Oh, of course, he'll be taking C back to Fike. Trying to get a what's happening. Live goes for that push with no gun. Yo, what is that? What is that? RJC, what happened? So now Shiva is the last person standing. We can see people third party in the fight there. Shiva has to thank the heavens because now RC is third party in the fight. They are getting some space towards the players of INHAIL, Tempo 5, FK. They're trying to go in for that push against RJC, but it is not looking as easy as it may sound there. Shiva and Cruiser are the only players standing from their team. I mean, RC came from farm all the way to Saharan without stopping. That's haram. But as you can see, a team like the Knights, they're still making rotations into the zone. They're out in that blue zone. Not a good play there from them. ESPORTS. We can see them taking the 5 PK Sport in Shiva. I need to go where ESPORTS is for now, just to see what's really happening on their side there, because Slime 4KT Quilla is down. Grenades are getting cooked. Oh, I love when a good grenade fight happens. Now, Wild Esports is also third party in the fight there. Slime, Kolu, just watching ESPORTS. Now, Wild Esports, where they are, I mean, if they can just look at where the players from Slime 4KT are, they might be able to get some sprays there. But as you can see, they're trying as much as possible not to expose themselves. And the Wild Esports try to get some sprays there. Unam is spotting them, looking at them, trying to get someone down. But Slime 4KT will be avoiding that fight for now. They'll be focusing on who's in front of them. And that will be ESPORTS. Nomi down on his knees. Wizzy needs to get the revive. A good nade goes in from Quilla, and that leaves just one person standing from ESPORTS. That is no there. Kolu has been spotted. We can see that is Zenob. I mean, last player standing. More grenades coming from Slime 4KT. We can see them just watching. Another one goes in. The nade doesn't really go to where he is just yet. It's a sticky bomb. I mean, you can easily evade it. It's not as in an instant explosion, but Slime Joke will be getting a Kobe on the last player from ESPORTS. Now, RRAGE Esports also closing in. They just finished that fight there. They had the players of Wild Esports. Wild Esports ran away from the fight. They did not want to take it on anymore, and that means they will be surviving a bit longer before they can take on any other fight. Now, let's go where we have INHAIL, Tempo, and RJCs. They have been engaging against each other. Wild Esports are passing by. RC also in the same place. Pubg and the teammates are just maintaining their position. No one wants to breathe loudly. There is no breathing. If you breathe, lobby. You have to think about it. Either you breathe, go back to lobby, or just keep quiet and watch as people fight. But right now, INHAIL Tempo player Pubg, not really in that mood for any fight. We have Wild Esports there. They seem to have been taking on a fight there as well. They're yet to see what could really happen where they are. But I mean, Wild Atlas is also there, maintaining his position, maintaining his cool. He doesn't want to take on any fight, just going around the vehicles. RC gets spotted by INHAIL Tempo. Oh, let's go. Now the heat is starting all over again. I hope you guys have your popcorns and you're ready, because right now the game is about to become very intense. 15 teams remaining. I mean, third phase of the zone, and we've only lost 3 teams. From the beginning of the game, only 3 teams are in lobby. I don't know about Group A. I don't know how they ended up in the same group. I don't know who did the groupings, but I can tell you for a fact someone here is in pain and someone is actually having a good time. Depends on which side of the table you are. Either way, all of the teams are actually playing. So let's go. Oh, I see what Captain said. So, okay, Light was trying to go in with a knife. I think the teammate said Ako low, or rather he's low. But in real sense, Fiki was actually good on HP. He was not low at any points. Now, you've all played Ultimate Royale, right? You know that Ultimate Royale sometimes looks like this. In the last zone, we are going into the first phase. We're still very many in the game. You don't know what to do about it. RRAGE Esports, Gatekeeping, Slime Esports, they're trying to make their decision. They're trying to make things that people will give you. Sprays and Ogre trying to get some damage there, but no one is getting damaged. Because, I mean, like they said, it is what it is. And we have there the player from RRAGE Esports getting that fast knock, and now Slime Esports, Slime 4KT player Quilla is trying to get revived, but the players from RRAGE Esports will be making sure that that will not be happening right now. Now Melio and his teammates are need to make it into that safe zone. The zone is closing. It's going to be a little bit more damaging. So if they stay there a little bit longer, someone will actually be on the losing end. But as you can see, we have most of the teams, they are maintaining their cool, playing it by the edge. K and Shido, they're also playing it safe. It's not going to be an easy one. Oh, look at the game. RC taking on KN. I need to see where that fight is. But I cannot see anything because everyone is fighting. Now, RGC is also taking on the players from INHAIL Tempo. They seem to have been able to get those knocks and maybe some thirst there. But I mean, the players there from INHAIL Tempo have to be very much careful. They were exposed to RJC. They got eliminated. UAE, we have been told they're the ones who are going to be giving us a chicken dinner. So I am yet to see if that's going to be the case or not. But it seems Shiva was able to save his teammate Kuza from being taken back to lobby. UAE playing it safe. They probably had someone in the comment section saying they're the ones getting the chicken dinner. I don't know about you, but let's see if that's going to be the case. Now look at the wild Rolex. He's just watching. I've never seen Ultimate Royale in a tournament. Today we are watching Ultimate Royale in a tournament. Fallen Ruthless player Blade seems to be having a fight where he is right now. We can see a couple of knocks there, and they're making their rotations. Maybe someone will be exposed there, and they might just be taking on Slime 4KT. But Zaber, it does get spotted and taken back to lobby immediately. Shakid, not that close to save his teammate. Cole, very much low, but Shakid, you need to be careful. If something goes wrong, then your team will be blaming you for causing your team to get more knocks than they already need at the moment. Now looking at Blade making the rotations, they have Slime 4KT getting scouted by Blade. He's looking for that opportunity. He wants just one knock. He needs just one player, and that's it. But that's not going to be happening because one Kuz, he gets knocked there by Kolu. Now Blade and Shakid trying to get closer. Blade picking up place with some cover, and we have Joe coming from the back there getting some sprays towards Shakid. The sprays from Blade, and Shakid getting the damage, and he's very low. Shakid trying to make it to cover, but he doesn't really make it. And now it's going to be up to Blade to try and win this fight for the Fallen Ruthless. Now here's the thing, with that zone closing in, most of the teams are actually looking for the safest place to be in, and if Slime 4KT and Fallen Ruthless continue fighting, then maybe someone can actually come in and third party their fight. Look at the safe zone. Most of the teams are not even that safe. They're trying to find a way, or rather a place they can hold. They just don't know where to go. Blade maintaining his position. He is not ready to take on any fight. He is not willing to sacrifice himself. They need that chicken dinner. They need the placement points. Only top 6 are advancing to the group stage. After today, there will be remaining with only 4 games to go, and that will be it for them. Now WLD, let's go where they are. They seem to be taking on a fight, and we have DF. They have been taken back to lobby. He might have just landed where they are, and Mahiri is trying to get closer. Unique is also watching the fight. They have been able to spot teammates, but they're not really engaging just yet. Wild Esports, Rage Esports, everyone right now is taking on a fight. So let's go where they are. They seem to be doing something, but UAE is losing numbers as of now. But as they do that, Knights have already made their way into that season, but that cave is no longer safe, so they need to move as soon as possible. Rage Esports, they need to move as well. Rolex, you need to move as well. Oh, and it gets spotted by the players from Rage Esports. 2 players remain standing, that is Atlas and Unam. Now, question is, who will be able to give that a chicken dinner for the last game for the qualifiers for Group A? Because looking at the game right now, it is not as easy as it sounds. AET getting spotted by GUF. Everyone right now is exposed, and we still have 26 players remaining in that fifth phase of the zone. I don't know how people are planning to survive, but as you can see, the nades are coming from Team Unique, are able to get themselves some knocks there. Wild Esports, Atlas being the last player standing, grenades, mollies, anything will find their way into his room. And Wild Esports will be taken back to lobby. Now, as they see in the middle of the hot zone right now, we have KN. They want that shack as well. They want to be in that place. Kuza getting pushed there. S12K and a DBS. One of them has to win, and it seems like Kuza was able to get the fast knock there with the DBS. The player from KN being spotted as well there. Sheen getting damaged. Third parties everywhere. Shiva gets pushed by Team Unique, and Madman will be taking him down. Now it's going to be up to Kuza. This time around, Kuza is the last person standing. And it's looking very hot right now for RJC. I've seen that Team Unique is here. Shiva trying to crawl his way to Kuza, trying to get revived. I don't know if he's going to make it, but Team Unique is trying to close in as well. They're Madman. They're smoking the area. They also don't know how many people are there with them. They're just risking it. They just want to see what can they do. But Madman there is also trying to get closer, and Shiva might just be revived. And he will be third party in the fight as well. Beautiful grenade, but it doesn't really connect now. Team Unique, Madman, you need to do something. RJC is getting the revive, and Shiva, once he gets up, it's gonna be a different story. But as they do think about that, we have Rage Esports third part in the fight there. Unique, Toxic down. Kash and the teammates start trying to close in on each other. I don't know if it's going to be an easy thing happening there. Slazy trying to get the kill confirmed. Grenades are coming towards Slazy. I mean, Team Unique is really giving RRAGE Esports a run for their money. They're not stopping. They want to take them out. RJC a little bit lucky. Grenades coming from RRAGE Esports as well. Team Unique in the middle of two teams. RRAGE Esports are ready to take on Team Unique, just that they do not have the numbers. I mean, look at Madman. He's cooking up their grenades. Melio, you need to be careful. Look at Madman snaking his way to RRAGE Esports. I mean, you need to see that grenade. It's going to be a beautiful Kobe. And Slazy goes down. It's going to be up to Melio. One player, RRAGE Esports, Molly's come in. I mean, more grenades might just find their way here. Madman not really confident with that push there. Melio getting spotted. Some sprays come from Melio and he takes Madman down. Beautifully played. But a third party, not even a third party, Team Unique player will be able to survive that. Now RJC Kuza are getting pushed there by NE and they'll be bagging 9 eliminations just from surviving that fight. I don't know how RJC is doing this. I don't know how Team Unique is doing this. The pressure is too much. Surviving is not easy. And so for some reason, they're actually... it's actually very, very, very hard. But as you can see, 4 teams remaining. And you have the team that is AET or Series. Making his way towards RJC. Yo, get the driver's license. Someone stop the driver. Kanyaga clutch, and we have AET there being spotted. RJC trying to make their way into the zone there. Shiva smoking up the place. They need to be careful. They will be spotted. Shiva goes down. Akuza, last player standing, but they will not be making it into the safe zone because AET will be spotting them. And now Team Unique has a chance to get their healing happening before GUF Esports and AET take on this fight. Now, it could go either way. AT, Chicken Dina, Team Unique, Chicken Dina, or it could be the team that is GUF Esports getting themselves a Chicken Dina. Kashte and the team making their rotations. They're trying to scout out the area, and it's going to be an interesting Chicken Dina. We just need to see who will be giving us that Chicken Dina. Keep on saying UAE will win this, but UAE is chilling in that lobby. But then so far so good. There we have the players from AT being spotted. Sprays there coming from Team Unique. And of course, once they got that knock, Madman trying to get closer. He needs to do something about it. But the thing is, GUF Esports is also watching the fight. Let's just get some aerial view. AT gets sprayed down. Now it's only 2 players standing from AT. They are the only team with 4 players. But then I mean, the zone was not favoring them. And now all the teams, guns blazing. Looking at AT, Havoc, about to wreak some havoc on Madman. Look at the damage. But he was not able to get him down just yet. Now Unique Esports, they have to think about it. We have Havoc, they're getting that knock on Madman. The zone is closing in, and AET will not be making it into that safe zone. Now GUF, they're the only team going against Team Unique, who might just be able to get a Chicken Dinner if they get enough composure around this fight. If they're confident enough, they need to make the right calls. The grenades need to get moving. Team Unique is not in the zone, and 1 player goes down. That means that Chicken Dinner will be inevitable, and Team Unique will be getting that Chicken Dinner for the last game in the qualifiers for Group A. Wow. Yo. Yo. Is it me or is that room hot? Is it me or is that room hot? God damn. That was very much intense. But I mean, well played there, beautifully played. A winner Chicken Dinner for Team Unique. Not only a Chicken Dinner, but 12 eliminations to their name in the second place. We have a GUF, 1 elimination. Third, we have AT with 4. 4, we have RJC with 9. 5, we have NE1. 6, we have RRAGE Esports with 6. 7, we have Slime. 4K team with 10 eliminations. Goddamn wait. 8, you have KN with 3. 9, you have Wild with 3. 10, you have FR1. 11, you have DF4. 12, you have UAE 0. 13, you have VSX 4. 14, you have INHAIL Tempo 2. 15, RC2. 16, SC Sport 0. 17, BLR 2. And 18, you have A3 with 2 eliminations. Going a lot for this game with 6 eliminations. RJC Shiva. Excuse me, Best Companion 2 rescues. Slime Wizard. And then finish out with the final elimination, Unique. Gosh, well, that is it for game. I mean, oh, yo, that is it for Group A. Let me see. I don't know. Let me see. My live hours has at least 30 minutes remaining, so I will probably show one more game that will be from group either D or E, and then we'll call it a night. For now, let's take a quick break and then we'll be right back. All right, so we are back, and this time round we'll be watching just a game from Group D. And you know why? Because I saw a team there that many people are familiar with. But of course, I'll be waiting to see how they're performing. We have a team like FTG, 97, Force, BMGs, MDR, EN, a family of gamers. We have DW, Infinix Cloud is here, PN, that is Pain Africa from Somalia. We have Rise Esports, we have Royal Academy from Gabon, we have Cheeky, XIQ, we have Espada, we have NGX. Excuse me. I mean, I don't know why people are saying Group A is the only hot team to go against, but you can see for yourself that it is not easy. Let me just set this up a bit. Okay. Yes. Let's see what to expect. I mean, so far, most of the teams are just playing it cool, apart from Rise Esports, who have decided to take on an early fight already. One of their teammates, Anna, is already in lobby. They're trying to smoke up the place, just trying to get a recall. But the family of gamers is literally where he is, and they're probably going to be stopping him from trying to get this revive. It's a recall. It's not going to be an easy thing, seeing that we can have a team there closing in on them, that is NGX, and they're actually watching this fight and waiting for that opportunity to try and get some fight happening where they are. It's not an easy thing, if I'm being honest. Most of the teams are going to be either exposed to third-party fights, because Rondo, we all know how Rondo works. Either the zone gets small a little bit first, and then now you get to try and get your recall for the teammate that was knocked a little bit early. And this is my first time, if I'm being honest, for not seeing a hotspot Rondo. Ooh. What a reflex there coming from Rise. He does get that first knock, and Ninja immediately seeing that knock, he wants to go in for that push before the revive happens. He knows the player is going to be distracted with the revive, and refires. But the shotgun from Ninja. Oh wow, beautiful cover there coming from Tata, and Rise will be surviving that. That was a deadly one there. First team finally gets eliminated, and 18 teams were there when the game began, with now 17 teams still standing. We have the FTGs, we have Metro, Kova, Prime, XYZ, and Bolingo. Also getting closer to where we have the fight there from Rise. They do get that knock on Tata. They have been able to spot the recall while it happened. But there is also another team that is NGX, and they're also stealing eliminations from the team that is FTG. Yo, this is where you get angry and throw everything away from you, okay? Because why would he do that to you? Nah. But then, I mean, that's it happens. But now Team 14, they're not really ready to take on any more fights. They have lost at least a player there they were able to recall. But according to the odds, NGX is third partying them, FTG is third partying, and they were able to get one of their players taken back to lobby. I told you guys, this is my first time not seeing a hot drop in never witnessed such a fight there. But then we have a team FTG. They are taking on a fight Prime XYZ. XYZ being able to get a knock there. We have TC Bolingo down on his knees there. We have NGX making their rotations, and they seem to be really focused, trying to get more knocks on the players from FTG. But now here's the thing, they cannot get too distracted, because Rise is also here. They have not really changed their position just yet. They're just maintaining their cool. They're not exposing themselves. They're not engaging in the fight. But as you can see, NGX RX, he knows he can get recalled. He's trying to go in for that, push a sticky bomb in his hand. I'm not really a fan of the sticky bombs. They only work on a knocked person, or if the person you're going against is low HP and has nowhere else to go but just stay next to that sticky bomb. But let's see what our X is going to be after. Well played there, knock and a thirst on the two players there from FTG. Now, of course, with that zone closing in, we'll be expecting some teams trying to force their way into the safe zone. They might just be third party. That is something we have to put in mind. I told you about the gatekeepers. They need to do housekeeping. Who's coming in late? Why are they coming in late? You need to stay there by the door and explain your situation. So that's what we're going to be expecting right now. But for Team IQ, we have one of their teammates seems to be engaging in a fight. We have seen a couple of knocks to their name. DW trying to get the revive on their knocked teammate. Lecker is going to be a very interesting rotation right now. I mean, the zone is closing in. Most of the teams are just, you know, in the middle of fights. Others are just maintaining their cool. Group D is very different compared to Group A, because Group A was moving around a lot, but when you look at Group D, they're just maintaining and they're not really ready for that fight, you know, and that's okay. Remember, from every group, only 6 teams will advance to that next stage. Then I will explain. Okay, so this is how it's gonna be happening. After 8 games in the qualifiers, only 6 teams advance directly to the group stage, and position 7 and 8 will be playing a wildcard. Now, wildcard will not be a lot of days, guys. Wildcard is 1 chance. If you do not qualify after 1 chance in the wildcard, that's it. There is no other chance for your team. Once the wildcard is done, that's it. Wildcard will have 20 teams. Since you have 10 groups, it's only 2 per group. 20 teams will be in the wild card. They'll be trying their luck to go back into the race. $300 is on the line. Everything you do will very much be affected at the end of the day. So you have to be very much careful on how you take on the fight. Is this a team I want to go against, or is this not a team to go against? Okay, everything comes down to how you play the game. But so far, the teams here are not really in that mood to take on any fight unless someone pushes them to do it. But then Rise are also making their way into that safe zone. It is getting a little bit small. It's about to get a little crowded. RUG, they're taking on IQ. It seems they have been able to stop each other there as they try to make their way into the safe zone. I told you someone has to do housekeeping. Someone has to clean the floors. Someone has to close the door. Someone has to serve the tea. Everything has to be done just right. Now, MDR, I saw someone in the comment section talking about MDR. Let's look at MDR, because MDR was mentioned a couple of times. MDR there has a team, and actually where we just left, there was a fight there, so I think we'll be seeing something happening there, but we'll be looking at that a little bit later. But then right now we have the team that is MDR. They have a team right next to them that is ENF. Z is also there. We have okay. I just told you guys to give me names I can pronounce. If I cannot pronounce it, we are lost. We are lost. But I mean, the names they are coming hot there. YTS is getting exposed to some fight as well. I'm going to go where YTS is and see what they're up to, because already one of their teammates has been knocked down. And we have the FTG also been spotted. They are locked in somewhere. They're not able to make it into the zone. These are the things I know. These are the things I know. It's going to be a hard one. Aticast all the games, Mishereti. My friend. Mimi nikisema munitumia hapo Galaxy Amtax ndio. My furendo. It's not going to be an easy one, guys. Casting 8 games in a row is not easy, okay? I cannot do that. But I have been able to contact some casters, and I'm hoping they can cast on their channels different groups. Then we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully some agree to the request. Pain Africa. Pain Africa right now is already making the rotations, but then the BMGs have been able to third party get one of the eliminations, actually stole it. And Era trying to get the looting happening here open is not a good idea. Most of the teams in Rondo are usually very alert. Even though you cannot hear any sprays, my go-to command, or rather rule for Rondo: do not stop open. Especially if there's a compound next to you, do not stop open. There's someone in that house probably eating while watching. He's just waiting for someone to make a mistake. The moment you stop your vehicle, get off the vehicle and lie down, you're scoping around, you'll now understand why you don't have to stop. But of course, we have a team there passing by. Rise Esports has been avoiding the fight from the beginning. They have not been taking on anyone. YTS, sorry, they're also not taking on any fights. Okay, Group D is confusing me. How are they still surviving? 17 teams. Game is about to end, guys. We're in the 3rd phase, going to the 4th phase, and we're still at 17 teams. So right now we have the team here that is MDR. One of the teammates is down, but of course the team 9 as well has a player that is already knocked. Jean will not be revived, seeing that he's already down. The teammate Street is just watching. He doesn't want to engage. He's forcing Street to do something, but MDR will be taken back to lobby. Mimi nilikuwa nimeweka hadi mchango ya PC ya mkuchanga. Mnataka nieke stickers ndio live izimike. But we have Rexco there, we have God of War being spotted. I'm gonna go there and see what's happening there. These nuts and the teammates need to do something, but the God of War has been taken back to lobby. NGX taking on a fight as well. They have a team right next to them there. We can see a couple of knocks already being registered. IQ has 2 players down. Parsi trying to get some sprays there, trying to get some cover. The revive is actually taking place, but Abu Bakr will be spotting the players. So Pain Africa closing in there just to make sure they confirm that knock. Venom being spotted by Abu Bakr. The spray is actually good. Venom very much low. And we have BMG's third party in that fight, and they'll be taking down back lobby. Here all those S12Ks. Pain Africa wiping a team there with the use of the S12Ks. Well done, well played. But we have a third party there from TC. He does get a knock on the players from Pain Africa, and they need to get closer. Otherwise, Pain Africa will be able oh my days, they will be able to do something here. Very limited. They're able to take on Pain Africa. It is not easy as it looks. I mean, Pain Africa could easily get a revive and be able to engage in that fight, but it seems the fight actually happened there. The smoke is in. Prime X is dead. Oh, a beautiful left of K to space. Another player from FTG goes down. FTG player remaining TC Bolingo, and he goes down as well. Oh, Lichokos and Yuki. You went on to the B's high. What were you expecting to happen? Something, of course, is about to happen. Either you win or they win. Now, the BMGs, they have been exposed to a spider, and we can see sprays coming in from the side. Now, BMGs, you have to be very much careful. NGX coming in from the back, and we have one of them going down. That is React. Big Man trying to do something about it. Espada, sorry, right in front of him. We have people third party, and Big Man goes down as well. I told you, it's not going to be an easy one, BMGs. You are in the middle of some teams. You are getting exposed, so anything could definitely happen at this point. Now, with the zone closing in, you can see players there from BMG. They have already been knocked and casted. They're trying to make their way into the safe zone. Espada holding by the edge of the zone. Of course, I told you the housekeepers have to do something. That is make sure no one enters without. Now, NGX watching the fight there. They can see it's Espada. They're trying to get some sprays towards them. They're not really connecting that much, but you can see them really focusing on the sprays. Oh, I just remembered I didn't charge my phone. It's lying. My phone is not at 100%. I don't know how to call it. But yes, let's see how this is going to be happening there. We have at least 13 teams remaining. The zone is getting smaller. YTS, they are trying to do a drive-by. And one of the teammates there does get knocked off the vehicle. They're not stopping just yet. They want to go. But you know what they're about to do? They're about to feed NGX eliminations. They just stopped right outside their building. They want to go in for that push. Godzilla, you have to be very much careful. Boyka gets a pre-date in the building. And the teammate that is Godzilla goes in for that push. Boyka tries to go in on as well. The S12K in his hand. 7 does get the last player from YTS dusted all the way back to lobby. Now, Team 11, there's something about them. They have not really taken on any fights. They're thinking about it, so let's let them be. And as they figure out what to do next. Now, Rex Squad as well has been maintaining. Rise has been driving from the beginning of the game, and they're still driving. For some reason, no one is taking down Rise. I don't know about that, but of course, I don't know why some of you are getting shocked. Okay, I understand my TikTok fans, I understand. You have not seen me casting. You're used to me playing the game. But actually, guys, I'm a professional esports caster. Just that I like saying, welcome away. But right now, Pain Africa there, we have none other than Bonnie. Last player standing, a nest of K in his hand. NGX, you have to be careful. Pre-fires the nest of K. And then the nest of K is actually connecting. And Pain Africa will be eliminating NGX from the race here. But I believe they have 3 more games to go before we can call it a night. But for Rise here, Team 14, 2 players still standing, smoking up the place here, trying to get the looting in. But Rex Squad is in the middle of the fight here. They have teams surrounding them. Remontada, not moving a muscle. Kijana amesema usipumue vibaya. Look at Rex Squad. Look at what Rex Squad is doing. Remontada is chilling. Look at God of War. I mean, this is interesting. They have a team right in front of them that is OW, that is Team 11. They're waiting for them. They're probably looking for that opportunity to take them down. I don't know if they're really willing to put themselves in a place where they're going to be third-party, or they're just going to be waiting. But Team 9, that is forced, has been supported by Espada. And we have the player, they have been taken down. Someone is third-party. And they have been knocked off the vehicle. They are forced, trying to get some space for them as well. And the Spada Esports fumbled that push, and they've been taken back to lobby. Rexport still maintaining their position. I mean, Rexport loves these plays. We have to get them back. Now, Pain Africa player Bonnie is getting closer. Remontada, they have been able to support him, and Rexport is found the eliminations. Now, with the zone closing in, most of the teams right now need to make their way into the zone. The dream teams are here. Team INHAIL in the safe zone is not, they're not in the safe zone, sorry, but they have to make it in that safe zone for now, because literally every single place they're going is around. We have the player that is OW waiting on Team INHAIL, and the last player will be taken back to lobby. Now, 6 teams remaining. Nini omutesa man? Nini omutesa man? Nini shida? Nini? Guys, you think, wait, if my phone goes off, just know I told you it doesn't have charge. We have someone here busy repairing their vehicles. Wow. The mechanic is working. Wow. They should raise. Give him a raise, man. Look at the vehicles, all new, cleaned up. This one cannot be repaired, unfortunately, my friend. But he's trying to do something. But of course, let's see what's happening there. Rex Squad are taking on the players from Rise, and they seem to have been able to take them out there. Beautiful sprays there coming from Notice, and they'll be taking one of the players down. I mean, Force right now is in that receiving end. They're not in the safe zone. They need to make their rotations. BMG somehow were recalled, but they still did not survive. So BMG is back to lobby. Now 4 teams remain standing. It's going to be a hard survival here right now, seeing that a team like Rex Squad has been holding to that hill for the longest time. Actually, not even a single team is in safe zone. But if Team Dream Team goes a little bit closer, they can actually stay in that safe zone longer. So with the zone closing in there, we have the team that is the DW being spotted, knocked and thrusted without mercy. And now as they try to make their way in the zone, Rex being spotted. Look at that spray. Wreck God of War being spotted, goes down. Remontada tries to make his way into the safe zone. He goes down as well. Now 1 player remains standing. That is going to be D. But he's not surviving that for now. The Dream Team fumbles at Chicken Dinner. And with that, the first game for Group D is officially done. Well, Force getting the Chicken Dinner at 9 eliminations, well played. Second place, you have the Dream Team. They have a total of 11. Third, we have Rex Squad with a total of 10. Okay. Fourth, you have DW with 9. 5, you have BMG's 2. 6, you have Rise Esports 4. 7, you have Infinix with how much is this? 8, okay. 8, you have Pain Africa 6. 9, you have 97 4. 10, you have Espada 4. 11, you have Royal Academy 1. 12, you have NGX with 7. 13, you have YTS 1. 14, you have FTG 5. 15, you have ENF 3. 16, you have IQ 1. 17, MDR 1. And 18, Family of Gamers 1. Going on at 6 eliminations, we have Lecker, Best Companion in 2 Rescues, you have FTG Cobra, and finisher the final elimination for Emma. Well, that is it for tonight's live stream, guys. I am just asking you guys to pardon me. 5 games down already. We need to call it at night. Unless you just want to watch the live with nothing happening, but I can you can hear my throat is a bit dry. Today I was ambushed, guys. There was not supposed to be a qualifiers live stream, but because of the players asking, I decided why not. So I came live and I got to cast these games. But for now, it has been your girl Niche Gaming. I hope you guys have enjoyed. For the likes, YouTube, the shares, the subs, I appreciate you guys so much. For now, I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. All the teams are still playing in the qualifiers. All the best, and may the best team win. Bye.